Beast, Dragon, Mech, Murloc, and Quillbore. I see Murloc with Mech, and I see Murloc with Quillbore, so leveling's good. I see Beast without Undead. I see Dragon without Pirates. Holmes? Panda? So I'm not a huge fan about Panda, for what it's worth. I think Panda's relatively weak. But Panda's good in games where tempo's good. And this lobby is all about leveling. So, I'm going to elect to go with something that's a little bit faster. The puppy. We could always just get lucky on Panda, you know? It's one of those that you can talk about the average for Panda, and then there's always the caveat of sometimes games are just gifted to you, which makes his average somewhat okay. I know that this was an old conversation, an oldie but a goodie. When metas become higher agency, I think Panda's performance drops heavily. When metas become lower agency, Panda gets better. Because a lot of your power is just sheer RNG components rather than like decision making. Is he good though? Depends on the game. Depends on the meta. Depends on the lobby. Depends on the place. Depends on the time. But overall average is usually pretty decent. We can bring up the averages if we want to. Never amazing, never terrible. Panda. Master win. There it is. 4.2. 4.19. Which would be right about there. About halfway down the list. With the other, usually our fun heroes that can't really play the game right now because they don't have enough armor and stability to benefit from trinkets. Damn. This is where all the fun heroes went to hang out. Mally, Cookie, Denathrius, Master Wen. Like, what is that? It's about halfway. Slightly below half. Why is Pyramid S tier? Because almost every hero is S tier. That brings a ton of tempo at the beginning of the game. You win games off trinkets. You don't win games off hero powers right now. Being super healthy is a good way to have enough time to benefit from the trinkets. But hear me out. What if we just power level? If bottom of A is pretty meh, I think the tier list is borked. That's because it gives the, whatever you're going to call it, I was going to say numerical, the alphabet rating based upon global win rates. And when you look at people that are in the top 1%, their win rates are going to be significantly above average. Like if I go bring this down to, instead of it being the top 1%, put it as all players. A is 4.2. That's literally where like the 30th thing was on the list. For top 1% of players, right? Like look how many of these things that people are min-maxing well above what other people are doing at all ratings. So if it's like, if you're going to use the same global numbering system for all players and new players and all that, you're going to have that perform or that issue there. DAP problem. Wish I knew what minion you had. You beat it though. This is probably more likely to be core polar. Whelp, I can level or I can take Dire Muck early. I'm not really hating on Dire Muck and Oratron here. Yeah, so like, you know, gist here. There's going to be more minions or heroes that fall into that numerical value that they assign to A, to S, to whatever. If you're looking at people that just on average perform better. And if you look at like the very bottom of players, there's also going to be more heroes that are in like the D category. Like things that are this low, 4.7 or whatever, there's a ton of heroes that fall into that category. Whereas if you go up, this is probably a bad example because most of the D stuff is never even played. Yeah, there's like even no win rate for it, you know? But there's not that many that are no win rate. There's literally only one guy down here that people will choose to play because people like Hogger. Maybe we'll look at top 5% to make this point. where there's enough data. There's still a lot of D. A lot of the D, you know? But then again, like, optimization at top 5% is garbage, right? Like, look at this. It looks like all players. Feels like it's a little counter to what I was trying to say there. Nonetheless, it's almost like the entire competitive player base evaporated and most everybody plays the game for fun nowadays. Weird how that works. 2, 3 on 4, 4 on 5. All right, so by far, Silly Goose is the most likely there. Did 10 damage. Dude, that is sad to see. Might as well just level 4 on 5 and oil at the same time. What website you showing? Hearthstone Deck or HearthstoneReplay.net. HSReplay.net, I should say. There's also a paywall, so wrecked. Yeah, I wouldn't touch the fledgling either. No links allowed, Bofur. Just immediately times myself out. I did find it funny. I was looking at stats the other day. Well, there goes another ghost. That kind of sucks. I was kind of banking on it for my own stream, and it was like, you know, watch time for different people and all that kind of stuff that's logged. Turns out that Nightbot watches my stream more than I watch my stream. And I physically can't be up any more than 100% time. Nightbot has logged itself watching more than me. You know what? Nobody loves you like Nightbot loves you. Craziness. Well, we're going to get really greedy. This probably won't backfire. Oof. Well, he leveled last turn and wasn't on 3 for a turn, so this is way more likely. Top lobby, 2 ghosts, turn 6. And that's what the end of the season looks like. People are literally conceding the game at the beginning at like 10k plus MMR. To be fair, a couple weeks ago, I did it like 8 times in the same day. Can't fault them. If you're just trying to have fun, make a specific build work, something like that. Almost didn't get it to die. Nightbot's watching even when you aren't aware that you're streaming. Yeah, it makes me think that like there's some time my stream went live and I wasn't the one broadcasting on the channel. Hacker mans. I feel like this level to 5 turn here is costing me today. I don't like staying down and trying to stabilize more, especially when like we're ahead in gold. And we haven't really been losing when we go on the 5 though, not that turn. So like, it's hard to call that the problem. I don't know. All right. That's the gist. I don't know. You ever just plop down the Accorditron? Don't you mean gist? It's one of those moments in my life where I'm questioning what the hell I said. What did I say? I thought that's what I said. Plop. Gist. I'm confident. I was making a GIF joke, not a GIF joke. I got it. All right, fair enough. Bad joke, my bad. Phonetics are hard to do in chat. It's like how sarcasm doesn't get across in text very well. The joke was on phonetics, guys. That's my fault. Hooked on phonics worked for me. Let's fucking go, honestly. Gets overconfidence, kills the player on turn 7 while leveling the 5. It's actually pronounced Jeef, not Geef. Crazy. Well, I got 17 gold. What? Did you kill somebody too? We're top 4 turn 7 combat. All right, this game's actually just garbage. This video game's cooked, guys. It's over. If this is what happens in the game, now let's just die from 30 on turn 8 before getting Trinket, because damage cap is gone. This right here, this is the game we choose to play. This game is cooked. It's a Kali angle. It's amazing seeing a 6-star, game-defining 6-star, and it's just been like, you can't play this. This is not a real card. Ew. Less ew. Speaking of which, does this work? Wrecked. Still fine. Should have held Chromie until after I played it, then could have buffed it. Still gonna love and adore it. Dessa big boy board, not too surprising. Got late Fang early. That was what the game breaker was here. Why this guy just murdered somebody? It's on Tavern 4. Yogg portrait. Oh, he got pyro buff. That's what it is. The stats on that board are pyro buff. I cursored over it. Yep. What was that statement? This is the game we choose to play? This is the game we choose to play. Well, I got a lot of money. Remember yesterday when we took this and we got the useless one 3 turns in a row? I remember. Surely it wouldn't happen again. Like how I proceed to not play the 7-star on my board, even though I have like a 6/6 that does nothing. Sounds about right. In fact, I think I'd rather have the flexibility of the coin. Sells 7-star for 1 gold. This lobby is so fucking toxic. This guy dies at 25 on turn 9. My man over here pyro buffed his board. This lobby may end on turn 10. Alright, this is actually ridiculous. Hey, Papa Bear, what's up? How you doing, big guy? Really putting in the work. We're 1/1s on blood gems, right? For sure. We haven't done anything else. About that. I think you got a golden trusty pup. Guess I can play one more board or two more boards. I lied. I'm not Leroying. This might be the single most toxic lobby I've ever played. One person is all in on Light Fang Pyro buff, and the other person went all Warp Wings, and the game ended on turn 10 on a 5% lethal. I actually have no words for this lobby. All right, I've never seen in the history of Hearthstone Battlegrounds, genuinely never once seen a game end on turn 10. Hi, YouTube Shorts. Yeah, for real though. I have genuinely never seen a game end on turn 10. Yes, we had 2 people concede. That is what caused this problem, but you also had one person go Yogg Wheel and get Pyro buff and buff their board so big they murdered everybody from 30. And our board was really toxic with the whole, like, we got a level to the moon for free with abusing the ghost, right? 30 and 30 back to back to 2 other people, and then you know, 5% at each other. Coin flip at the end. That actually is insanity.